What is going on, guys? DBG here, and this is another tier list. So it's Tuesday, so this is the 2-guard position. This is the second of 5 of them that we are going to be doing this week, and then obviously my top 5 most overpowered players videos are going to be coming back, but at the weekend. So yeah, again, this is all my opinion. This is all based on how they've played when I've used them. Some of them I have only used 1 or 2 games and they played badly for me, so even if they are actually better cards, I can't really justify putting them higher than other cards. And if some cards played well for me, even if it is in a small sample size, I might have to kind of overrate those a little bit, but that's going to happen. And again, a big purpose of these type of videos is to see what happens month after month. There might be a player that I use that I really don't like the first couple of times using them, that I place them quite low on this, but over time I might end up really liking that card. And a prime example of this is this Jerry Stackhouse. So, you can say this right now, I have not used him when he's upgraded. I don't know if he becomes a diamond or a pink diamond, because I've only used him on another person's account. And while I thought McAdoo was alright, I was not a fan of this Stackhouse. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Like, you guys are, this is going to be the most controversial one probably on the list, but he's going right bang smack in the middle. Look, I use my wings to shoot the ball, and he hasn't shot well for me when I use them. So, look, this is a player that if I use him more and more, and I do start to like the card, he might end up going up in tiers, but right now I can't really justify it. I can't justify putting him anywhere in the middle, because honestly, in the game I used him, he felt like he would have been one of the really low tiers, but because I know it's a good card, and I know he's better when he's evoed, I gotta put him in the middle. Mitch Richmond shoots the lights out. He's going into A tier. Really good card. And again, 2-guard / small forwards at this stage in the game is by far the most stacked position. So cards in the point guard list that I'm like, some of the cards in A, I'm just like, yeah, very good. It's like some of the top tier cards in B because I don't want everyone in this. Doug West is a weird one. Again, a guy I've only used for 1 game. And I have to put him in B because I think he just felt like a worse version of a different card, which I'm going to talk about later. Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. Michael Jordan's going to C tier. He's moderately fast. He goes to the basket okay. He can't shoot the ball at all. He's just not a very good card. Like, he wasn't in my squad the second he came in. Like, I didn't have him in my squad straight away. And speaking of, like, my squad on PC when I got all the players, like 3 days later, this guy came into the game. Jerry Sloan. One of the fastest released in the game with quick draw. His leaner was unbelievable before they patched leaners. A fantastic, fantastic card. He is going into A tier. And a big reason for that is that not only is he fast, not only does he shoot the lights out, he has also got 95 lateral quickness and 95 defense. Eddie Jones is going right beside them in A tier. Eddie Jones, really nice release. He's got go quick for his step. He can go to the basket well. He dunks really well. Great defense and a great shooter. Dale Ellis is going to be somewhere between these 2 tiers right here, S and A. Shoot like one of the best shooters in the game, but again, does leave a little bit to be desired because he doesn't bring too much except for shooting. Jamal Crawford is a really weird one because previously I would have had him in A only to play the point guard position. But the problem is he's got no defense whatsoever, and when I do come up against him, I literally just ISO on Jamal Crawford the whole game and I dominate. And also, I know this is only for the 2-guard position, but the fact that his diamond can no longer play point guard, you literally need to evo him up to play at the point guard position. I know that shouldn't be a downside against him because I am talking about these guys, a lot of them when they're fully evolved, but that has to be some sort of downside. You have to upgrade him from to play his best position. Like the rest of these guys all play at their best at 2. Actually no, Michael Jordan's probably better at the point, and maybe Eddie Jones, but Jamal Crawford's going to B tier. Offensively, still fantastic at the 2. He is just a massive liability defensively. Gervin, arguably the best 2-guard in the game, is going into S tier. Gervin can shoot the ball really well. He shoots the ball way better than the stats would suggest, and is also one of the best guys going to the basket. Gervin is a fantastic card. I think as the year goes on, when cards get better at defense and stuff, I can see Gervin dropping below someone like a Mitch Richmond or a Jerry Sloan who fit a really specific role as shooters. I can see these guys keeping their like tier in A a lot longer than someone like a Gervin will in S tier. I wouldn't be surprised if Gervin goes from like S to B if I use him more and some better cards come in, but no, I still think he deserves that spot. James Silas, I consider putting him in D tier because he's absolutely useless at the 2-guard, but he's okay at point guard. Can't really shoot the ball. He's fast. Isn't going to really dunk the ball too much. He's all right. He's all right. J.R. Smith is going into... I don't actually really like this card. He's basically Doug West. He is basically Doug West. I'm going to have to put him in B. Again, like, you guys are probably going to argue for all of these diamonds being in A or S tier, but I can't judge that. These are all relative to all the other cards on the list. J.R. Smith's so expensive to lock in some amount of cards to get him, and he's just okay. Again, there is another card on this list that's like, I think it's just a better version of both Doug West and J.R. Smith. They're both really similar cards, but I think there's one other card that's a little bit better. So Rip Hamilton, like, literally, he just shoots the ball, and he's a good defender. So I'm going to have to put him in A. Shoots the ball really well. He's like a much better Ray Allen. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe these. Like, of this entire list, they're all just spot-up shooters except Eddie Jones. Lou Hudson, another spot-up shooter, but he's not as good as spot-up shooter, I guess. Like, the two guard is by far the most stacked position. Drazen Petrovic, arguably the best spot-up shooter in the game. I'm going to have to put him in B. Offensively, he is fantastic. He is fantastic. And now we're on to some other players. And you obviously, you guessed it, another spot-up shooter in Jeff Hornacek. But Hornacek is really slow. He's undersized. And while he's alright on defense, his release, even with quick draw, feels really slow. Money when he's open is going to get bullied on defense. He's going to be a bit of a liability, and I can't justify putting him ahead of Michael Jordan. Isaiah Ryder, he has got quick draw. He attacks the basket well. He's got good shooting stats, a good release. I don't know. Do I put him in B or do I put him in C tier? I'm going to put him in B tier for now and maybe moving down. This is the easiest one of them all. Not Isaiah Ryder. He's going into here. This is the easiest one of them all. Kobe Bryant is obviously going into S tier. If you guys have used this card, he is fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic. Allen Iverson, if he was on the point guard list, he'd be up there in A tier. But because this is two guards and you are going to struggle if you play him at the 2, he is going into B tier. Walter Davis is going right down to C tier. I don't know why. I don't really like his release. He doesn't have the same dribbling ability as last year. He can't attack the basket like he did last year. Sure, his stats are good, and sure, he's like not a difficult card to get. Like, I got him like day 1, and he's not difficult at all to get, but I just don't really like the card. And look, he should be a good card, really isn't. And so same with Sam Jones. Like, for domination, Danny Green, who I don't actually have Danny Green here. Sean Livingston at the 2, can't shoot, not great. He's not good enough for this list. Danny Green, I'm not sure if I have him on it. He belongs probably in B or C tier maybe. Sam Jones, shooter, that's not the best shooter. That doesn't shoot well for me at all, so I gotta put him there. Micah Red, fantastic release, fantastic shooter, is going into A tier. Bryan Winters is basically, he is 6'4" Klay Thompson. So he's 3 inches smaller than Klay, but he's got Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Klay's release, B tier? Yeah, I'm going to put him in B. Ray Allen. I don't know what the patch has done, but the patch has made Ray Allen like, he has everything for me. Ray Allen may have the best release in the game this year. He is going into A tier. And surprisingly enough, so is Michael Cooper. We need to start putting people in D tier, start moving people around. But Michael Cooper, 3-and-D specialist, one of the best defensive cards in the game. 3-point shooting is really, really good as well. We are going to go with Klay Thompson in B tier. You got to put him the same thing as Bryan Winters. Klay's a better defender and he's taller, whereas Bryan Winters is that little bit better shooter. They're so similar. Like, they have such similar animations that coming into the game, like day 1, Bryan Winters literally had Klay Thompson's player model. James Harden's awful. Like, I don't know. Like, Darryl Griffith. Ooh, where? Yeah, Griffith is going into here. Yeah, here. Because when he goes up to a diamond, he's actually really good. James Harden is... Or Kendall Gill is going into C tier. Good release. Where's Harden? Here, is it? Here. There we go. James Harden is going right into D tier. I hate... This guy's awful. Absolutely awful. Kendall Gill, decent dunker. Really good shot release. But, again, doesn't really have the ability to blow by. Dwayne Wade, is it? Here? Dwayne Wade is an interesting one. He is an interesting one. I can't... He is going right here into A tier as well, where you can just about see him. especially when he goes up to an Amethyst. He shoots the lights out, he dunks really well, he can blow by people, he's really, really good. Terrence Ferguson, he's got 2 Hall of Fame badges that don't really matter too much, but he does have gold clamps, he can shoot the lights out, he can dunk, and he also gets go quick for a step, which is really good. Jinan Musa, the 6'9" 2 guard. Jinan is going into, do I put him in D tier or do I put him in C tier? He's one or the other. I probably should have moved James Silas down 1 and then put him up in C tier. Is he better than Silas? Like, he's really tall. I actually do like his release. I really do like Musa's release. It is a little bit long, but it's really easy to green. He goes to the basket well, but he's not particularly fast. Oh, I'm gonna put him in D tier. I'm gonna put him in D tier in terms, because I'm gonna have to be subjective. Like, even though I do like him, he's just not as good as most of these cards I had. Maybe he's better than Silas, but he's not as good as Jordan. I don't think he's good as Havlicek. Des Mason is a card that is going into S tier. He is just a much better version of J.R. Smith, Doug West. I think Desmond Mason is literally just a better version of them. And last up is Tracy Mcgrady. And this is a really weird one because I'm kind of torn. I prefer using Tracy Mcgrady to any card in A, but I don't necessarily know if Tracy McGrady's better, per se. I don't know if I'm able to shoot better. I don't know if he's a better card. He just feels more fluid. So Tracy McGrady is going into a weird position. This is a really weird looking tier list now. He's going into a weird position between B and A, because I can't really justify him being better than any of these cards, but he's a lot more fun to use than all of these cards below. Like, he's probably like ability wise be B tier, but he's just so fun to use that he's up there in A tier. And I know the likes of Michael Cooper and Ray Allen, you might say they're not great. They both fit one specific role and they do that as good as anybody. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree with this, but again, this is just my list. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.